Morning, fellas. Happy Tuesday morning to you. How are you doing on this great Tuesday morning? Hopefully your morning's off to a good start. Hopefully it's treating you well. Time to settle on in, grab your coffee, grab your breakfast, and let's have our sports and let's have our sports betting talk as well. What's the weather like in your neighborhood? We've got a little rain, freezing rain, snow, little mixture in the Chicago area to go along with 30 degrees. So good little day to settle on in and enjoy that sport. Let's go ahead and recap yesterday first, and then we'll, of course, dive on into the action. We only had the one play yesterday. It was in the Manchester United game there in the FA Cup against Wigan, a game in which obviously United, from watching, you were obviously entertained. I thought it was a really good performance there by Manchester United. Their XG goals in the game was 4.19. A bet that could have scored in the first half ends up losing on the hook as they get 2 goals, and of course we needed 3. And Rasmus Højlund in the first half really just showed, maybe where United is and certainly where he is from an individual standpoint. He had a ball, come directly to him off a rebound and goes off his shin and goes just wide, of the post. That if that striker is in form, even though it goes off his shin and doesn't go directly off his boot, it's going to find the back of the net. But when you're Højlund and you've only got 1 goal scored in the Premier League, 6 goals scored in all competitions, and you're struggling, that ball goes just wide of the post. So heartbreaker right there. Tons of other chances, though, in that game. Good performance. Unfortunately, unable, though, to go ahead and cash the team total. So drop a unit on the play and obviously drop a unit on the week. A good day for arbitrage money. We talked about that on yesterday's show and already did good this morning putting arbitrage money in your pocket. Already $30 of free money was put in your pocket through a couple plays that I sent out on Twitter. If you're interested in putting some free money in your pocket, go ahead and check those out. To the comment section we go, and then we'll dive on into the action today. EFL Cup, Middlesbrough is taking on Chelsea, and then there's some other leagues as well that we're interested in, and then we'll talk about them as well. Good morning, fellas, ladies. How are you doing on this great day? Corey, looks like you got some of that weather as well. Yeah, it was snow. You could see where it definitely snowed overnight, driving the kids into school this morning. But here in Chicago, at least along the lake, it's turned over to mostly rain. So that's what we're dealing with. Snowing over there, Tyler. I hope it's snowing later today because I want to get out there and make a snowman. The boys love getting out and making snowmen. I love doing that as well. So we'll see. Hopefully we can switch over to more of that snow that you guys are getting there. That'd be enjoyable today. It'd be a nice little fun afternoon after school. What about Michigan last night? It seemed like the chat was kind of split, I would say, on yesterday's show. You certainly had some love on both sides. Love for Michigan, love for Washington. In the end, Michigan handles it relatively easy, 34-14. And let them get in it there just before halftime, with Harbaugh being a little aggressive there before halftime, going for it on 4th down. A little unnecessary right there. Just didn't feel like a need to get Washington some hope and get Washington in the game. Just punt it, play field position, and go up 2 touchdowns, before halftime. But yeah, in the end, Michigan handles it though. Michigan absolutely handles it and gets it done. 15-0. That's a hell of a stuff right there. Whether they were cheating or not, because we still think they were cheating, right? At least in the Big Ten, they were cheating. And they get lifted, though. Morning, Taylor. Morning, my man. Happy New Year to you, my man. Good to have you back as well, my man. My man. Feels good. Definitely feels good to be back. Morning, Brian. Where's he's you're asking him. I know where Tyler's at. I basically know where Corey's at. He's just, well, obviously more west. You can't get any more east or you'll fall in the water. Everybody's west of me. He's on the other side, just a little west. Getting rain in Southwest Virginia, down in the mountains. Getting that rain. What's up, Brian? Morning, man. Why should you make a snowman in my yard? Don't tease the boys, Corey. We'll show up. We will show up. All right, boys, let's, before we dive into the action today, let's just kind of take a pause and reflect on the NFL season. Remember, I gave you guys a couple NFL futures, and of course, I told you guys these don't count towards any daily recap or any season-long recap. But of course, we want to go ahead and recap them. I told you guys I put $100 on every single one of these. You can see it was pretty damn good to us. What about going 3-5? And if you're $100 better, like I was on these futures, I won $58, so not bad right there. Calvin Ridley, over 850 yards. He went for over 1,000, so that was an easy no-sweat winner. Bryce Young to stay under 3,400 yards. He didn't even go over 2,900 yards. He looked like a rookie quarterback that we predicted to go ahead and struggle. You also had Tyrann Mathieu there, over 2.5 interceptions. His cashed around like week 11, maybe week 12. He ended up with 4 interceptions overall, so it Easy one right there. Tony Pollard, that's still the one that it makes you scratch your head and will keep you up at night. He only gets 6 touchdowns. We, of course, need 8 touchdowns. Large chunk of that season where, he got like 2, I think, rushing touchdowns in the opening week. And then just a big chunk of that season, he didn't do a damn thing on the ground. Definitely not touchdown perspective, but even from a running, that team was a throwing team this season. CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott. Yeah, Tony Pollard falls a little short. And then NFL, if you're going to be taking the overs, you're going to get bit in the injuries by some point. Dawson Knox spent a large time this season on IR, only gets 2 touchdowns when, of course, we needed 5. But overall, 3 and 5, put $100 on each one, and you made $58. So you know what that means. Yes, sir. Ring that cash there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed those NFL futures. Hopefully you guys did those alongside with me. And if you did, it was fun. It was fun to track those throughout the NFL season. All right. Let's go ahead and dive on into the action today. Mentioned got the EFL Cup. Chelsea taking on Middlesbrough. I'm interested in that matchup. Of course, Middlesbrough's down in the Championship League. Chelsea's obviously in the Premier League. I'm going to go ahead and kind of do what we've been talking about, cup games, low scoring. There's always this process in cup games, at least in first half. We got to feel out the opponent. What is their tactics? And especially in a 2-legged semifinal, that's going to bring in whole new other tactics because now you're setting up your tactics to succeed over 2 legs, right? Not really what you can do in this one leg. How can we make it so we can qualify to the final and get to Wembley over the course of 2 legs? There's normally a very feel out process, certainly in the first half, which in that keeps games low scoring, certainly in the first half. So I'll go ahead and do the under 1.5 goals in the first half. I'll parlay that with Chelsea on the double chance. Premier League squad. Just look at what they did up against Preston this past weekend in the FA Cup. They win the game 4-0, but even that game was 0-0 at halftime. There was this feeling out process that you get in cup games. Nobody wants to lose it. Everybody wants to progress to the next round. So there's that feeling out process. 4-0, 0-0 at halftime. Expect much of that same. And just like Chelsea's feeling good coming into this game, off that 4-0 win against Preston. Look for them to keep it going. They're going to establish, I think, a lead going back to Stamford Bridge. I don't think there'll be enough to kill it off this 2-legged tie because Middlesbrough is mid-table in Championship. They decently sit. So you know what you're going to go ahead and expect from them. And don't look at that last head-to-head, too. I was digging into the research on this one and, trying to figure out how I thought the recent head-to-head, may factor into this matchup. I don't think it does at all. Chelsea's attacking 4 in 2022 when they met. So basically last year, we're so early into 24. They had Lukaku as the striker. They had 2 wingers in Pulisic and Ziyech, and they had the number 10 as Mason Mount. All 4 of those guys are gone. And even if you want to drive it back to the midfield, they ran Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic that day. All 6 attacking players, so to speak, are gone from that day in 2022. So not really much what you can get from then. Hell, even then, Thomas Tuchel was in charge, so tactics are going to change dramatically with Pochettino in charge. So I'm going to go ahead and take that first half under. Chelsea, Middlesbrough, first half under 1.5. Parlay it there with Chelsea on the double chance. Let me share another with you guys because it starts at 8 a.m. tomorrow there in the Turkey Super League. We mentioned on yesterday's recap over the holidays we were dabbling in some other leagues. The Turkish Super League was one of the leagues we were dabbling in. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce, these teams' names, but the one that begins with a G should look awfully familiar to you because the last time they played, we played the over 2.5 in their match. That game finished 2-2, so we got a nice easy cash on that over 2.5. We'll go right back to them. These 2 teams in 18 matches are cashing the over in 11 of 18 and 10 of 18. Home and away respective. In 8 matches, we've got 7 cashes when they're at home. When the other team's away in their 9 matches, we've got 5 cashes. So each cashes is greater than 50%. Some of them significantly greater of 7 of 8 cashes. They're asking you to pay minus 108, which is obviously a fair price given the stats. And then if you look at the last 5 head-to-heads, how about all 5 of those last 5 head-to-heads have gone over 2.5 goals. So this one starts at 8 a.m. tomorrow. We'll go ahead and give it to you guys now. It's over 2.5 in the Turkish Super League between whatever the hell those 2 teams are called. Let's head on to the comment section, and then we'll wrap this show up with one more set of bets there for you. for you. My man is a Bills fan, so we got to make sure we give this one here. I always love this guy. He's a Bills fan like I am. You've got a feeling he's going to this. Don't tease me like that, man. You got a feeling. I've got all the feelings in the world that we're going to the Super Bowl. Home playoff game against the Steelers, double-digit favors. Gonna dust those boys right on out of here, and they're missing their best player. And then you get, let's just say Chiefs beat the Dolphins. Kansas City's coming to Bills Mafia. Yeah, you've owned us in the playoffs. It's just going to be different this time around, man. When you come into Bills Mafia, Kansas City's going to get their ass kicked. And then we'll see what happens when we go to Baltimore. We'll worry about that one a little bit later. But I'm feeling you, man. I'm feeling the Super Bowl vibes. It's setting up so nicely. And I still think Josh Allen could be the MVP. Everybody's giving it to Lamar. Josh Allen's got, 44 touchdowns on the year? Far and away number one in the NFL. 2 seed, right? 6-6 at one point, dead in the water, battle back, get the 2 seed. That's your MVP. I'm feeling you, man. I'm feeling. Oh, you got me fired up. You talk Bills. It's crazy. Like literally, before Sean McDermott used to come up, this would be the part of the season I would get excited for as a Bills fan because it'd be like, we got free agency, we got draft. Now, same time of the year, I'm still fired up, but because we're still playing football, meaningful football. Let's go. All right, Corey, what do you got here, man? Chelsea killed your live bet over the weekend. Should have scored a goal in that first half. Oh, so you took a stab at the first half over? I definitely wasn't watching them play Preston. It was another game over the weekend of the FA Cup I was watching, but I'm sure I would have been right there with you if I was watching it. I'm sure everything looked good from my eyes. Just unlucky, man. Just got unlucky. 4 goals in the second half, unfortunately. Get that one back today, man. It'll be 0-0. Maybe you can get a late first half winner, so to speak. I'm feeling it, man. Rams. Oh, yeah, you did mention your son was a Rams fan. Rams against the Lions. That one obviously smells like an over. I mean, the over's at, 51.5, I think. I think that's one where, do you tease it down a little bit, do Pills money line just to give you a little bit there? That one feels like an over. I would think that the Lions pull it out, but Dan Campbell's aggressive. I'm telling you, at least I have personally believed that his aggressiveness is going to bite them in the ass at some point. It could even bite them in the ass against the Rams because that's an offense that's going to put up 24 points or if not more. That one just smells like an over, and like who gives a shit who wins? But I'd probably lean Lions home game, but Rams should be there, man. Rams should be there. Glad to see Kansas go on the road. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I love it. Come to Bills Mafia. Let's go. Morning, DeGent. Let's, first time we've seen DeGent this morning. Morning, my man. Singyong. Is that how we're pronouncing this guy? Under 22.5. Your NBA play of the day. I took a stab on it there, DeGent. I said, what the hell, man? Guy's made 70 units in the NBA season. I woke up this morning and I said, all right, what did he do? 22. Bam, my man, DeGent. Winner on the hook. I love it, man. Thank you for that winner. What's the next play today, DeGent? Give me the next one. Just your play of the day like you did yesterday. Play of the day just like you did yesterday. Singyong under 22.5 points. Winner on the hook. What's it today, DeGent? I'll come along again with you, my man. I'm going to go off this Sunday. So this weekend, I already told my wife. Father-in-law's 75th birthday, Saturday. We're doing a big surprise. He's got his son coming in from Denver. We're going to drive up from Chicago. Wife wants to come home Sunday. I said, Bills play at noon. She was like, oh, we'll leave during nap time. Kids sleep in the car on the drive home. We ain't leaving at nap time anymore. That's like right in the middle of the game. That's like probably during halftime. So not leaving during nap time. I don't know, but that's got priority. All right, Stafford's back at Detroit. Oh, I forgot about that revenge angle. I forgot about that. I forgot seeing your ex with someone too. Yeah, I've heard people talk about that. I think I've even heard my dad talk about something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Good side of the hook. All right, I need it, DeGent. We're not leaving this show until you give me a play. And while you cook up an NBA play of the day, guys, if you don't want to do that, this is blindly betting the African Cup of Nations. Blindly betting it. So no stats, no nothing. I know blindly betting NBA dogs maybe didn't go all that, or NFL dogs didn't go that well, or maybe MLB dogs didn't go that well. This is something I've done over the years. The African League, I just blindly bet the unders. I did yesterday's friendly. It was Ghana versus, I don't even know who the hell Ghana played. I did the under 2.5 at minus 130. It was a friendly, so I didn't give it out because it was a friendly, and I generally stay away from friendlies for sure. The game finished 0-0. The African games stay under. There will not be any analysis for this. This is just blindly betting the African games. It starts Saturday, as you can see here on the screen. I'm just going to take the under. I'm going to take the under until, until it completely side wrecks, but yeah, I'm on the African Cup of Nations. Give me all the unders. So those are the first. Ivory Coast plays Saturday, and then those next 3 are all on Sunday, and then we'll pick up the rest, obviously, next week when the games resume on Monday. So I'm going to go ahead, though, give you guys those now. I can't imagine when they get closer to it, the prices get better. So I went ahead and just locked those in this morning. Just blindly betting, Sandra Bullock style. You've seen the GIF. Just blindly betting it. Blindly betting it. African Cup of Nations. Give me the under. All of them. Give me the under. All right, DeGent, what's our NBA play of the day? NBA play of the day. What is it, DeGent? I need it. I need it, my man. My man. Hook me up. Let's see. Let's see if we got is any NBA first quarter stuff. Just pop out when you see it. Let's see. Who's playing tonight in the NBA? Kings are at the Pistons. Of course, everybody likes the Kings. Timberwolves at the Magic. I'd probably take a stab at the Magic. Blazers, Knicks. Knicks will probably win. Grizzlies, Mavericks. Definitely Mavericks. Ja Morant tore his shoulder. He's out for the year. And then Raptors, Lakers. Lakers at home, so not that first quarter, like full-on fade angle, but one you maybe could, but not on the road, so not a true, like, just blindly throw your cash at it kind of thing. So, only 5 games tonight in the NBA. What you got? Rams, Detroit. Gotta take both teams to. I hear you, man. Just take the over. I hear. That's why I'm wondering if you tease it down with Bills money line or Bills minus 2.5 or something, something along that line. Although it's a dome game, so weather in Detroit's not going to be a factor. So the over should just hit. I mean, you could both teams getting 24 plus. I think is more within reason. And then obviously you can't have a tie in the playoffs. So now you're looking at a 27-24 game. That's 51 points. Yeah, give me the over. Give me the over. They're playing the Raptors. I could look it up for you if you want. I can't imagine I'd bet it. Let's look it up. Let's look up first quarter. I'll come along. What the F? Raptors are 24th in the league, about 27 points a game. Lakers are 26.6, so they're both scoring about the same. Defensive-wise, the Lakers are just awful. 28th, just god-awful. They allow 29 at home. Toronto on the road allows 29 as well. So no different. No difference in the stats. Lakers at home get a little bit of an improvement. Still not that great, but not like just fate taking them on the road. So no need to force it on that one. You'll get the Lakers on the road, soon enough. Whenever the hell that is, you'll get them on the road. Oh, Pistons playing the Spurs tomorrow night. There's your NBA game of the night. It's Pistons Spurs. 2 teams that have lost a gazillion games in a row. There's your game of the night. Pistons Spurs tomorrow night. Just give it to me. We're all degents here, man. You're just one degent talking to another degent. Just give it to me, dog. I'm going to personally tail it. I tailed Sinyong yesterday, 22.5 points. I'll personally tail this one. I won't make the card, but I'll personally tail it like I did. That was a nice surprise. You wake up, you're just like, how many points did he get? And you're like, oh, shit. Hell yeah. Spring up out of bed. Winner on the hook. Hell yeah. Minus 130. Put one of my units on it. That was a good hit. It's a good hit. Actually, it was minus 129, to be fair. Minus 129. Scotty Barnes. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Rebounds and assists. Is he still a member of the Raptors? Is he still a Raptor? Scotty Barnes, under 14.5 rebounds and assists. Scotty Barnes, I'll lock it in, and then we'll say goodbye to everybody. Oh, we're getting 2 plays. I'm going to do the first one. It's like that when you don't go with your gut, you end up losing. I'm going to go with the other one. I don't even have it. Don't even have it. Got to go to old DraftKings. Hey, you're firing them in, DeGent. We got Scotty Barnes, under. Sabonis, under. Brunson, under. All right. I'll do them all. What the hell? What the hell, Dejent? Rebounds and assists. Taking some dude under. Coming along, Dejent. Coming along for the ride, man. Scotty Barnes, under 14.5, minus 145. Sure. Sabonis, under 14.5 PRAs. Ooh, it's down to 45.5. Can't tail that one. You're on the right side of that one. Can't tail it. It's dropped the whole number. That one matters in NBA. Don't tail it. Don't tail it. You'll get your ass handed to you. And then we're taking our unders on rebounds. I hate rebounding props. Hate it. So much luck involved on rebounds. Jalen Brunson, under 4.5. That one's falling down to 3.5, so can't tail that one. You're on the right side of two of those three, Dejent. I like it. The only one I'm tailing is Scotty Barnes, because that's the only one that's an active real line. The other ones, I can't do it. Locking it in. Scotty Barnes, under 14.5 points, or rebounds, and assists. Pistons, Spurs. Yeah, I mean, it could be a classic game. Two teams, god-awful. It could be an absolute classic. All right. Locking it in, Dejent. Scotty Barnes, under 14.5. Rebounds and assists. Location verified. Let's go. Scotty Barnes. That's an official play. Or in terms of me playing it, not an official play, but I'm in. I'm in, Dejent. Thank you for the play. Thank you for the play. Give me something to do tonight, and I get to track what I'll call a meaningless basketball game. Thank you, Dejent. Thank you, my man. Let's go. Let's go. All right, boys. Chelsea, Middlesbrough. Today, EFL Cup. Take that Chelsea double chance. Of course, that means they have to win or draw in the match, but we really need that first half under 1.5 goals. Kickoff tomorrow is action at 8 a.m. There in the Turkish Super League. Couple teams are taking the over. 2.5 at minus 108 over on Bet Rivers. All right, Dejent, at some point you gotta have a little control, dog. I can't have the biggest card in the world. I gotta have a little control here. Although to be fair, I only locked in one of those plays. Wemby, no Spurs tonight, so we're talking about Wemby tomorrow against the Pistons? Sure. Remind me tomorrow, Dejent. I'll probably forget. I need a reminder tomorrow. Boys, God damn, it feels good hanging out. This is what I'm talking about. You wake up, you get the kids off to school, then you get to settle on in with my friends, talking sports betting. That's what I like, fellas. That is what I like. All right, let's get a play today. Get a little money in our pocket. Obviously, we'll still be down on the week. Just that's how math works. But start to come back a little bit. Hop on over to Twitter if you want to make some free money. I already put $30 in our pocket. You saw on FanDuel they're doing a same game parlay, risk free, every day of the NBA or NFL playoffs. That's 3. So we're gonna get 2 cracks of the apple 3 times. Come on, boys, get that free money. Let's roll. Let's flip it. Have yourself a great Tuesday, and we'll see you guys mañana. Have a good one, boys.